So yeah, we're live. We're live. Yeah, we're live. Good. We are through and live. Hello. How you doing? Um, Audio okay? I don't know. I don't know if you guys can hear me all right. I'm using my other laptop for this right now, so audio should be better than last time. Let me know. Maybe people can file in. What's going on? So yeah, I'm on. Wait for a second. Wait for people to come in. Let's come in. Prompt to stream. Um. Oh, and Xanders is in the chat room as well. Hello.
Hey.
I was like, he's at work. I'm sure he won't want that. I'm just gonna, do this myself.
Well, all of my bosses left for the day, so I just closed the blinds and turned off the lights.
So you're just hanging out in the building?
Pretty much.
They didn't say go home?
No.
So they're like, you need to stay here.
Till my shift ends, yeah.
So they're just gonna have you sit in a room doing nothing till your shift ends instead of letting you just go home?
Yeah, pretty much.
So for those, he's got a new person in the Discord. Anyway, So for those of you who don't know, I've been dealing with the case of Ronus Coronis, and feeling good, feeling better, and thankfully, my corporate thing does do hazard pay, so I could get paid. I cannot find my vaccination card.
That's not good.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the vaccine I got was actually listed as not valid anymore. So they may try to fuck me over and just not pay me at all. So, guys, if you're in school, I beg you, go to college. Do not go into the workforce. You will be fucked over continuously.
College will fuck you over too, but
Oh, no. I understand college will fuck you over too. But in terms of who's been fucked more.
So we're doing a Q&A apparently.
Yeah, because I realized that the trailers I released earlier were very vague. Like, this video is going up this time. And I actually kind of got worried. Like, I saw Aaron Cole commented. I'm like, oh God, he thinks Sakura Genesis is not a series. We are not doing a New Japan series, because for the simple reason of there's not enough good cause.
Correct.
And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, even though I know our hardcore fans like it a lot, I'm not sure the casual viewership of a New Japan Universe mode is very sustainable.
Yeah, it's the same thing for Ring of Honor.
Yeah, like Impact gets pretty good, stuff, but isn't it
that really depends on the week?
Yeah, and I know I'm not trying to insult Impact. I know Impact's your favorite thing.
My favorite thing. Guys, yeah.
Thankfully, Xander has decided to join me, so now I have my co-host and cohort to play off of.
Yep.
As he broadcasts to you from his college.
From my office, yeah. Well, I'm not actually at my desk in my office. I'm in the little conference room in my office because I didn't want people to be able to walk in to the office and immediately be on the live stream.
So my thing has been so yeah. AEW Rampage though will be a continuous series going from week to week every Wednesday. So it's going to occupy the same day NXT used to.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't be honest, for a bit I thought about just pitching to you we bring back NXT, and I just
I'd considered that.
And I just do the series and film it myself. Since that's the thing with Rampage. Rampage is my thing. Xander's helped me book it, but I'm doing production, commentary, all of that. So,
Yep.
And so I thought about doing NXT again, and I just didn't see a lot of appeal there for me. I didn't see a lot. I know you would have let me bring guys from the rosters and like help me kind of build the show out. But I was just sitting here like, I don't know. At this point, so many of my NXT guys are doing things on the main roster or on other shows that like it kind of just feels superfluous to do it, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, who are my top two guys? AJ Styles and Pete Dunne. Well, AJ Styles just won the Royal Rumble, and Pete Dunne's Cruiserweight champion.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it goes.
My third top guy was Dolph Ziggler. He's United States champion.
Hey, you can't say I didn't push your guys once I got them.
I can't say that. I can't say I didn't have to argue for them in some cases and go, come on.
Dolph, you didn't have to argue for those three.
Not those three, but a few other things. I had to be like, come on.
Yeah. Won't argue with you there. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, so this might be it. I don't know. I understand it's a Wednesday afternoon. So
yeah.
And I would have done this tonight, but Xander and I are actually booking for this eve.
Yeah, it's gonna be our first video chat.
Just us
our
booking.
First video chat booking in like months.
Yeah. So like that used to be like a regular thing. Like twice a week, you and I would get together and just like cook on ideas for hours. I think one time we did like a video chat last like almost 7 hours of just us booking.
It was for a long time, yeah.
Yeah, of just us like booking and writing and bouncing off ideas. Like so many, like I don't know how to describe to you guys. like there's the universe mode you've seen, and then there's the 4 others that we've booked and just never.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I'm like thinking about like all the ideas that we proposed, and I think we've gotten better at it. Like I think
we have.
Like I think, but like in the beginning there was like, oh my god, I'm just remembering. Like I think you're gonna start laughing today. I said this early development on season 2 of Universe Mode.
Oh yeah, things would have been real different if we went ahead with that.
No, just like early. No, I'm just talking about like how long it took us to figure out where it was going.
Yeah, there was a lot to that. Like, obviously, canning the invasion, how the reign of Ciampa was going to go down, because that's the Messiah story. I think that was supposed to continue for longer, and we kind of realized it's gonna hit it's gonna overstay its welcome soon.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm just kind of like I'm weirded out. I am. I see there's like 3 people watching right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, come on, guys, put something in the chat here. Ask me.
Come on, baby, sell me some questions.
Yeah, come on, baby. You know, it can just be about anything.
Yeah, it could be why is Xander doing this at work.
Like, I mean, like, to be fair, I think we do have like at this point one of the longest continuous like running universe modes that hasn't taken a break or hasn't gone off air with no explanation for months.
Yeah, I know some people like. Obviously, we're the most uploading Universe channel, probably next to Gore and Perkins.
Yeah, I don't watch Gore and Perkins though.
Theirs isn't continuous. It resets every WrestleMania.
Oh,
But,
okay. So like,
and they don't do realistic.
videos.
What was that?
How long are they?
Kind of. What the hell, Zach?
Okay, Zach, what's your question? What did you say?
He said, "Is Rampage for the jobbers?"
No.
No, it's essentially going to be AEW's version of SmackDown. You'll have kind of two separate rosters for the most part.
It will have a lot. I imagine more overlap. A lot of times.
There will be overlap and crossover. Stories will continue from one show into the other, but
what I will say is, like, I don't think the rosters are going to be exclusive as much as the belts that are featured are going to be exclusive to the show. So, the kind of guy.
Let me get the file uploaded, and then we can announce the thing for one of the belts.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Because our darling Khan had to go ahead to titles. Wait, separate belts. Yeah. So, we'll elaborate once Xander gets the file uploaded.
I'm working on it.
We'll elaborate. There's subjects I want to talk about that are like not wrestling related right now. I'm sitting here like, wait. We can't discuss Thor: Love and Thunder because I haven't seen it yet.
Right. Okay, I've got the file uploaded.
We can't discuss the finale of The Boys because you just started watching it.
It's not the series finale, right? It's just the season?
No, it's just the season. There's going to be season 4 and 5. I think okay. They're looking for 5.
So what I can announce now is after yesterday where Nixon Newell made her AEW debut, she is in fact All Elite. She will challenge Britt Baker for the women's title at Double or Nothing, but on the Rampage before Double or Nothing, there is going to be a 4-woman tournament.
Yes, 4-woman tournament. So, okay, so I'll you want me to just kind of...
Yeah.
All right, so the Rampage, our first Rampage will be the week before Double or Nothing to build hype for the event. Because honestly, guys, looking at the card, I was like looking at it with Xander, and I was going to make it like the week after. But I was looking at it, I'm like, we have so many matches booked for Double or Nothing. There's no way we can fit a go-home angle in on Dynamite the Tuesday before.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So, yeah. I was like, you just want me to do the first episode of Rampage before and I could like build angles in. So I decided to do a 4-woman tournament. And that 4-woman tournament the winner of that tournament will then face the winner of the Women's Casino Battle Royal later that night at Double or Nothing.
So that was the announcement, by the way. Women's Casino Battle Royal at Double or Nothing.
Yeah, buys into the TBS title match. The winner of that match will go on to face the winner of the 4-woman tournament later on that night to become the first TBS champion. And on the Rampage after Double or Nothing, we will crown the first All-Atlantic champion.
Yes. So Zach asked, are there going to be 2 world titles? No. Essentially, the 2 belts that are exclusive, quote unquote, to Rampage are going to be the All Atlantic title and the TBS title.
How then the other look at it is Dynamite will have the TNT and the AEW Women's Championship, and Rampage will have the All Atlantic and the Women's TBS Championship.
Yes. And then kind of the world tag.
I'll just kind of float between the 2.
Yeah, world and tag will just float. So
I'm not going to lie, though. I have a feeling world's going to appear primarily on Dynamite.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. It's going to be like real life with that.
Yeah.
You didn't see Kenny Omega on Rampage every week when he was champion.
Yeah, but not to say we won't feature the world champion on Rampage. Like,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah, no,
there.
we will.
Whoever it's going to be, whether it be Darby Allin or Johnny Gargano, tune in.
Zach asked how many matches are Double or Nothing. There are, without confirming all of them, because some of them were not announced, there are 11 matches at Double or Nothing. At Slammiversary, there are 7 matches. And at WrestleMania, Ray, I don't even know if you knew this.
There's like 15, isn't there?
16.
Oh, good God.
There are 24 matches on pay-per-view across the entire month.
Yeah. And
Oh, that's not even including
so I
your
want you
New
guys to
Japan
remember this. Here's what our schedule is looking like for August of 2022. Xander is going to be doing Impact Slammiversary. I'll try to be there. I like it. I like Slammiversary.
I recorded it without commentary so that you could be there.
Okay. And then the week after that, we have my second New Japan event, Sakura Genesis. And finally, the week after that, we have an off weekend to let everyone and myself and Xander kind of heal up. And then Monday, Raw. Tuesday, AEW Dynamite. Wednesday, AEW Rampage. Thursday, Impact Wrestling. Friday, SmackDown. Saturday, Double or Nothing. Sunday, WrestleMania.
Yeah. Zach says, so 3-hour WrestleMania. Last year's WrestleMania was over 3 hours, and it was only like 12 matches. So
I confirm 8 matches for New Japan, Zach says. I don't know how many of the graphics made, but I know some of the matches. So, yeah, I'm not going to give away the main event because I want to make a graphic of the main event, but we'll continue now. Now I'll announce 2 matches.
okay.
So finish what you were saying.
Oh, all I was saying was last year's WrestleMania was 3.5 hours, and it was only like 12 matches. So we're probably going to be pushing for 4 hours. Granted, 4 of the matches are on the pre-show, which is going to be earlier in the day. So
yeah, and also you have to remember, like, not a lot of our matches. There are a few matches that I don't think will go that long on the show.
Oh, absolutely. No, they're looking at like there's
certain feud that's known to end in 40-minute matches with this certain wrestler.
Yeah. You'll have to tell me who it is off screen because it's not coming to my head right now.
They are known for doing a Valkyrie rock opera on the way to the ring before their big 45-minute match.
Oh. Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So can I announce the thing that I'm working on?
Sure, go ahead.
So
this has just become a screw all stream anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm at work. I'm getting paid to do it, though, at least. Or NADRAV lately.
Come on, pay us more. Or come on. Hey,
so here's the thing.
Also, sponsorships. Xander and I will hawk whatever you got.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so the thing is, when we added Impact, everyone was like, okay, so Ring of Honor is next, right?
Yeah.
The answer's always been no. And it's always going to be no. Ring of Honor is never going to be a weekly show on here because Ring of Honor, we already use so many people that would fill the Ring of Honor roster across the other shows that filling a full-time Ring of Honor roster, not really doable. But Raised Wrestle Dynasty inspired me the other day.
Yeah. Also, it's like the same thing with NXT, like I was talking about, where it's like, well, can't do it. So, yeah.
Right,
so yeah.
Like with Ring of Honor, for example, guys I would want to make top guys there. Bryan Danielson doing stuff in AEW. Samoa Joe about to fight for the world title in Impact. Jonathan Gresham about to fight for the X Division title in Impact. So on and so forth. That doesn't mean that Ring of Honor doesn't exist. And perhaps even come season 4, it's going to get the New Japan treatment because I will be putting together a date will be announced soon. LS11 Super Card of Honor.
Yep.
I've got some matches. I can't confirm any yet because
I was originally going to do it, and then Xander was like, I have so many ideas.
I do. Like I told you some of them. I haven't told you all of them. I'll tell you some of them tonight when we're booking.
I feel like I let a dog off the muzzle, and now it's just destroying its chew toy. Anyway.
Asshole. Screw you. I'll go back to sitting in my office doing nothing.
Yeah, so I was talking with Xander about this last night. He's like, do we have to book soon? Why? Because I can't deal with these walls of text you send for pitch ideas. Because, guys, I was like, dude, the level of detail. If any of you have read The Lord of the Rings.
Hold on. So we're doing this LA Knight Robert Roode thing right now.
Yes.
Let me go into my messages because you're not the only person. You're not the first person to got that wall of text for that idea.
Oh, okay. So, I really like Sami Callihan versus Kingston. Thank you.
Yeah, it was a fun match.
Man, August is going to be such a crazy month for Universe, but yes, it will, Zach.
Okay.
But so, I said I would announce 2 matches.
Okay, go ahead.
I said I made a promise to the people, Xander. So to kind of get you guys kind of going where I'm going here, our first match we'll announce will be the new IWGP Tag Team Title match, which is going to be between the defending Von Erichs, and they will be defending against the team of Sonata and Taichi. And then I can confirm for you all the never openweight title will be Katsuyori Shibata making his return with the belt, and he will be defending it against the Lord of Darkness, Evil. If you don't know, do you know who Evil is?
Yeah, he's in Bullet Club, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's kind of a flop at one point for New Japan.
Well, he was a flop for Western audiences, I think. From what I can gather, like the people who actually live in Japan have been a lot more into him. So he's actually Io Shirai's husband.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But no, he used to be part of LIJ, Los Ingobernables de Japón, with Naito, and he was kind of Naito's second in command guy. And then over the course of the New Japan Cup, which is a big event that will have you challenge for the title, Evil in the first round fought Sonata, who is also a member, and he destroyed him. And everyone was like, "What the hell?" And then he destroyed. And then Naito came out afterwards and was like, "I don't like what you're doing, but I'm happy to defend the belt against you," because he was champion at the time. And then Evil destroyed him too. And so it took the course of a week, and he just destroyed all of his friends and joined Bullet Club.
Yeah. So you mentioned my long booking stuff.
It's not long booking, Xander, as much as
the detail. Anyway, so how about I read off just from the wall of text?
Said Wikipedia. Come on, who made the page in Santa Claus 3 that's detailed?
Okay, so anyway, let me just read the LA Knight Robert Roode story up to the point where it's aired, and I'll tell you all how much is left of it in the booking doc, or from when I pitched it to Ray. You ready for this, Ray?
Yes.
On the Raw before the Rumble, MVP and LA Knight have a backstage altercation where MVP says the megastars are only champions because the Hurt Business have been too busy dealing with other business. LA Knight starts his slow babyface turn and says MVP should be worried about Big E on his way to kick their ass instead of worrying about the greatest tag team alive, the megastars. Later that night, Big E beats Cedric Alexander in the main event. Kofi saves Big E from a beatdown. Big E refuses to celebrate with him. Royal Rumble, Big E gets eliminated by Lashley. I've recorded it. It's happened. Raw after the Royal Rumble, MVP goes to Mick Foley, and Mick Foley finds out Lashley and Moose are undefeated as a team, so he agrees to make the tag team title match happen in the main event that night. But no one other than those four in the matchup are allowed: Moose, Lashley, Rude, and Knight. So anyone else gets fined, suspended, or fired, which eliminates Big E, Kofi, Woods, Cedric, and MVP from the situation. Later that night, around the halfway point of the show, MVP finds Rude backstage and gets in his head, saying, "You were WWE champion for a full year, then you tied yourself to the anchor LA Knight, and now you're just one half of a champion. If you ditch LA Knight, you could be the one to beat the tribal chief." The main event comes, and LA Knight comes out alone. Rude makes an entrance by himself instead of LA Knight. So with LA Knight. So Knight comes out to the Megastars theme alone. Rude returns with the robe and to the Glorious theme. The bell rings. LA Knight starts the match. Rude keeps hesitating to get in, letting Knight take a 2-on-1 beating. Knight finally makes the hot tag to Rude, who just gets in the ring, picks up Knight, throws him back into the ring, walking away to leave Lashley and Moose to beat Knight with a spear. 1, 2, 3. Hurt Business win the tag team titles. The following week, Bobby Roode returns in full Glorious mode to confront Roman Reigns, saying everything MVP told me last week was true. LA Knight was dead weight that dragged me down to the hardcore title and cost me a match to freaking Danhausen. So I dropped the dead weight last week, and now I'm back for what should be mine. I thank you, Roman, for taking Cesaro out at Bad Blood, but now I'm going to take back what's mine, because last I recall, the last time you and I had a match, I dropped you on your head and pinned you to the mat myself. That night, Bobby Roode qualifies for an Elimination Chamber slot, and Tommaso Ciampa has cost his match for the Chamber by Triple H, who sets up the Ciampa-Lesnar match. Meanwhile, with New Day and Hurt Business, Big E fails to qualify for the Chamber because of the Hurt Business, and Moose and Lashley cost Kofi and Woods a number 1 contenders match to the Raw Tag Team titles. And that's just where we're at now. That was only a third of it, everyone. You good there, Ray?
Yeah. No, I'm just like it's really like reading Tolkien. Like,
look, okay, I'm a very detail-oriented person.
You don't even have a frame of reference for Tolkien. So let me describe to you a paragraph written by J.R.R. Tolkien. Okay. So when he goes into a paragraph, right? Let's say he needs to describe a house, what the color of the house is, right? So, a Hobbit house has a circular door that's green with a gold knob in the middle, right?
Uh-huh.
Here's how he would write that. The door is round like the base of a tree. It has the color green, the color of fresh spring leaves on a cool night. The door is a brilliant gold, like in the morning dew as the sun first rises. Like, he just goes into this unnecessary level of just saying, you could have just said the door was green, George.
So Zach asks, how long were you planning the Rude and Knight feud? I mean, if I'm going to be fully honest,
Night.
Like, literally planned it the week before it happened.
Yeah.
I
was telling you it's the way to go for weeks. Like, eventually these just needs to break up and feud.
Yeah, and the thing was, I was just hesitant on it because I wanted these guys to be able to, still be relevant without slipping down the card. The Raw Tag Division is like 4 teams right now, which is not entirely my fault because I really haven't split any teams up lately.
Yeah.
But, just looking at our internal roster here, our Raw Tag Team division right now is the Usos, Generic Hausen, the Hurt Business, Imperium, Legato, Ray and Dominic, Miz, Kofi and Woods, and the Street Profits. Yeah, that's a pretty good division, but so many of them have already been champions or had lost to the Megastars that it was time to get the belts off the Megastars.
Yeah. Okay. It's just running a good tag division is hard, guys.
Yeah, and I have to run 4 of them right now because we haven't had booking meetings in a while, so it's been just me because we've both been too busy.
let's be honest. Let's be more honest about that. Your girlfriend moved in, and you're scared by the things I say in private.
Well, there is that. There is that. And I told her last night that you and I are going to have a meeting today. And I said, because quite honestly, if you keep me up until 2 a.m. on Discord with your best friend, I should be allowed to talk to mine.
Yeah. What'd she say to that?
She said, yeah, that's fair.
Also,
Yeah.
I can be hyper, but I'm less hyper than the Larkin can be.
It's true. Anyways, yeah.
Also, guys, for those of you who have kept up with the boys, I told Xander the other day I'm doing a Soldier Boy cosplay, and he was like, "Oh, I'm doing a Billy Butcher cosplay." Part of me is supposed to go, "No, do the Peacemaker one. That way, you and I can go to a cosplay convention as both of our messed up modern reflections of Captain America."
I mean, I also am working on my Peacemaker. My costume is still stuck in China right now, though.
Yeah.
So it looks like I might not have it in time for SummerSlam.
Yeah. If in that case, literally just do Billy Butcher. Like, Billy Butcher.
Well, see, because the whole thing was I was going to do the whole dance and everything as well. To Do You Want to Taste It? So right now the plan is if the Peacemaker cosplay doesn't show up in the next 2 weeks before SummerSlam, I'm literally going to buy a John Cena T-shirt and armbands, and I'll do it in the helmet, T-shirt, and armbands. Zach says, "What made you want to move Christian to Impact?" If I haven't asked that before, I don't think we've been asked that yet. Ray, it was kind of a you choice on that one, but I agreed with you.
Yeah. I was sitting here like, what is he going to do in AEW? And AEW also apparently has that question because because they've tried to repackage Luchasaurus into Cade for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of working for me. It's kind of working.
And I don't know.
I mean, neither do I.
Like, I was kind of watching it happen. I was like, why is Luchasaurus Kane now?
I don't know, man.
Why is, like, he's literally just Kane.
Yeah, kind of.
Like, and I'm just like, I understand, Christian. You say provoking things on commentary. You're trying to do the MJF thing.
Ow. My knee just popped. I said my knee just popped. That hurt. Getting old sucks.
So, I have a question, Sandra. How deep is your office into that campus?
So, you know the campus that I work on. I don't want to say it out loud because it's a very well-known school, and I don't want people to come looking for me.
Yeah. But I will say this. Guys, the size of this campus could fit multiple colleges.
Have you ever been onto the campus before?
Oh, yes. A lot, yeah.
So you know when you come through the main gate, that really big building at the end of the roundabout?
Yeah.
I'm in the basement of that building.
You're in the basement.
Yep.
Yeah. Woohoo! Basement level, but main building. Oh, yeah.
I mean, hey, look, I can show one thing here. Hold on. I mean, hopefully I'm not going to dox myself here by doing this, but my name is on the door.
Why are you outing all those other people?
One of them is my best friend who I've talked about doing stuff. One of my best friends, excuse me. She's my best work friend at this job.
So, like, here's my thing, though, Xander. Now anyone can find out where you are.
How so?
They can literally look up the names and say, all right, who works here? Like, who people work in this, like, with that name, work in this cluster, and where do they work?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, this is a private organization, so my
I
information.
mean, as long as you got a LinkedIn page.
I mean, I have a LinkedIn page, so
I'm guessing all of them do too. Congratulations, Xander.
that's fine. I graduate in December.
Yeah, your stalker will be there in November.
Shit.
Like, no, but like, if you like, I was on that campus actually a few weeks ago.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So there's a very famous Xander will know me. What I'm talking about. There's a very famous church on that property, and like a lot of people have weddings there. Some films have been shot there. I went into that church, and yeah, I snuck. I got into the school, and they were like, "Don't go into the church; it's being used for an event later today." And I was like, "Okay," and then just snuck into the church anyway. So
that doesn't surprise me.
We're getting security. I'm bigger than security.
I was laughing at something else as well.
Yeah, no, I'm just sitting there like, I was like, dang, the doors are locked. Did they lock the entrance that not a lot of people know about? Nope.
The entrance I used as an exit last time I was there doing a event because I needed to pee and there were too many people in the building and it doesn't have bathrooms.
Yeah. So they tell you about that if you get married there.
Yeah, because we've talked about that a couple times.
And my mom actually got married in that church.
Didn't know that.
Not to my dad, her first husband.
Yeah.
So that's where they got married. So she told me about it when I was a kid, and so I've just known about. Like, I've known how because they never lock that door.
Yeah.
So do you want in there? Whatever.
So do you want to hear the thing that made me laugh?
What?
You know these promo packages WWE have aired these last few weeks that are so obviously for Edge, but everyone's like, "It's The Fiend! The Fiend is coming back!"
Yeah.
Oh, and if you feel like you're being called out by that in the audience, good. Anyways,
Fiend is not coming back.
Someone tweeted out, WWE could release a video package for this where it shows Edge's face and says on screen, "It's Edge." And people would still go, "The Fiend?"
You want to know what I would do?
What's that?
If I was WWE right now, I would almost have the balls to try it. Go down to the Performance Center, find a chubby motherfucker, and
Joe
be
Gacy,
like,
"Get over here."
Huh?
Joe Gacy, "Get over here."
And just be like, "I'm going to dress you up as the Fiend and see if anyone notices."
Zach asks, "Are we going to have WrestleMania entrances for us again this year?" Maybe.
I don't know.
Because, like, we both are getting entrances on LSWF this weekend.
Yeah.
And you recently got a new theme song because I did not know that you did not like coming out to Everybody's Working for the Weekend.
I only wanted to do it the one time.
And I didn't know that because you just were like, "What if I came out to it?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure." And thought from there, oh, he wants that to be his theme.
No, I wanted to do it one time because of the Patrick Swayze, Chris Farley Chippendales sketch.
Yeah, and then
because it's like, I don't know why, like that whole thing just embodies my energy. Just Michael Myers sitting there going, "Look, both like he had like freaking Patrick Swayze standing there shirtless, red, and Chris Farley. Both of your presentations were extremely sexy." Like,
yeah. So yes, LSWF is this weekend, but like it was funny last year because, and yeah, I think I do think, in all fairness, I think you've only used Working for the Weekend 3 times on the channel now.
Yeah. So I'm not going to say it out loud because bad omens, and we don't talk to him much anymore. Not we have falling out with him or anything, but I was talking to you about our post Mania Season 2 stream.
Yeah.
Where you said something about the channel will be changing.
Oh, yeah, it really didn't.
Yeah. Like we thought, like we did not have a falling out with this person at all.
No,
at all. Like there was no drama. There's nothing like that. Like there's no like need for Keemstar to upload a video about this.
Oh no, we're not gonna make him any money, so he's not gonna put us in his video.
Yeah. Or who are some of the other like YouTube drama people?
I don't know. I stay off that side of the internet.
No, I was sitting there like, okay, is there literally just a side of YouTube that is there to be pissed at one another?
Yeah, pretty much.
And they make documentaries about it now. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like I was discussing. I'm not gonna name his like official internet name here. I think most of you figure out who I'm talking about. But like I'm just sitting there like, imagine like you go up to a normal person and say, you know the show Tosh.0, right, on MTV.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right. So when it's just like you go up to the average person and go, you remember Tosh.0? You remember the I'm a Banana guy? Yeah. He tried starting a cult, has been accused of multiple domestic cases, tried to cheat the government out of money, and destroyed wetlands, and then wrote a bunch of fictional books. And at the end of the third book, his character, who's clearly just him, is like becomes God. I'm not even kidding. Like everyone thinks I'm Mr. Crazy over here, and I'm sitting there like, there's YouTubers who have written a book where the climax of the book is they became God. There is nothing I could do that would top that, other than direct a movie starring myself where at the end I do in fact become God.
I don't really know what to say to this, Ray.
The I'm a Banana guy. It's like, I don't know, it's like finding out the ShamWow guy was involved with the cartel. It's just like, what?
And if you like these riveting conversations and more, tune into Bayside Beatdown this Saturday night, where Ray and I are going to go one-on-one for the first and last time ever on the LS11 Universe channel.
I like how I'm looking at the camera like it's like I don't know, like I look like I pulled a piece of meat out of the fridge and I'm trying to determine if it's bad or not. I'm like, has it
it was the only I didn't have another picture of you.
Can I still cook this? I mean, maybe if I cook the shit out of it.
Because see, like the thing with me is I do all of these like full body skits all the time on social media. So I've got plenty of images of me, but you're always like this much of you. And it's like I can't really work with that for thumbnails.
I mean, like I've got like, I mean, like I have no issues doing sketch comedy though.
Yeah, it's just a matter of we're not around each other enough for it.
Yeah.
Oh, but of course, also don't forget everyone that this Saturday as well at Bayside Beatdown, the ARW World Championship will be on the line for the first time since Xandermania 2022, when defending champion Arnold Schwarzenegger goes one-on-one with the modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal.
The modern day Maharaja.
Yes. Zagas, do you think WWE needs to bring back moving graphics? I don't think they necessarily need to. It's not like that's going to cause a bump in ratings or anything. I think for like big shows, like the Big Four, could be fun.
Also, I'm just saying, it's everything going on right now, like with the company and everything. I'm like, was this what Shane was describing in the lockbox? Like,
Yay! Ray! I think.
Dad, open the lockbox full of your NDAs. Get paid.
How did they segue out of this family? Right? The Family Guy. Lots of names. Credits.
After the show, I won't tell you something my dad said because I'm just sitting there like I cannot say this on air. And like
would you look at that, Kevin? It's the police.
Okay, I don't think what I said there was that bad. I'm pretty sure that was what was in the lockbox. But
send help, please.
Zach.
He knew. He's been watching us for like 2.5 years. He knew.
He knows. But like, honestly, am I wrong?
Legally, I don't think I should say.
So here's like my whole thing. Like, okay, there has to be a growing divide in this company right now.
I'm sure, yeah.
Like, the growing divide. And I think it was before all this stuff came out. Because the only way that comes out after all this time is if there is someone on the board who wants Vince gone.
Yeah.
Like, that like, historically, like, you can go back and look at every corporation. When this kind of stuff happens, it's because there's members of the board who want this person gone.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, who wants Vince gone? Like, I'm like, does Nick want Vince gone? Has this been Nick's plan all along?
So did you see like the worst heel turn in NXT ever last night?
No.
Let me tell you about this, Ray.
Uh-huh.
Because this feels like some 2014 Xander levels of booking here.
Okay.
It's Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez, okay?
Yeah, sure.
They just won the tag titles from Toxic Attraction last week.
Okay, sure.
And Roxanne Perez has an NXT Women's title match with Mandy Rose last night.
Uh-huh.
Keep in mind, they've only been champion for 7 days.
Yeah.
Cora Jade hits Roxanne Perez with one of the tag belts and costs her the match to Mandy Rose. 7 days after these two friends who have had no friction whatsoever win tag team titles together. And, Cora Jade's got the whole skater gimmick going on. She breaks her skateboard.
You gonna join Toxic Attraction?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't watch NXT week to week anymore.
Yeah, there's a good reason why. Also, I had to mute there because someone came into my office. They found me.
My God, they found me, Ray.
Yeah, but the campus post office found me to bring me a magazine for my boss. So anyway.
Yeah. Let's see. We announced Sakura Genesis. We announced Rampage. We told you what's going on.
Yeah.
We're coming up on 2:00. Feels like a good time to end the stream.
I think so. I'll play us off.
Yep.
What should I play us off with here? How about?
Let's see. We have the old low. Let's see. Oh my God! I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out what to show. Wait a minute. I know.
Wait, SpongeBob! We're not cavemen! We have technology.
It didn't work.
Honestly, we're struggling with these computers so much that I'm like, I'm just gonna play the We Have Technology theme.
And the fucking broadcast.
We have technology.
Good night, everybody.
It's still real to me, damn it!